All right, all right. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Today we're gonna dive.
Mr. Erico, baby, come see about me. And we swing right, swing left, roll with me again.
I guess I jumped the gun.
I'ma show you how to handle it. Pay attention, gotta grip it just right. I'ma show you how to handle it. You know how to squeeze it by the end of the night. I'ma show you how to handle it. You gotta know how to protect your life. You get it in your hands, you can take control. Take control. I'ma show you how to handle it. Pay attention, gotta grip it just right. I'ma show you how to handle it. You know how to squeeze it by the end of the night. I'ma show you how to handle it. You gotta know how to protect your life. You get it in your hands, you can take control. Take control. I'ma show you how to handle it. Pay attention, gotta grip it just right. I'ma show you how to handle it. You know how to squeeze it by the end of the night. I'ma show you how to handle it. You gotta know how to protect your life. You get it in your hands, you can take control. Take control.
All right, now we good. My bad. My apologies, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Like I was saying, today gonna be a short show because it's a celebration. It's Libra season, okay? And the Libras need to get to what they need to do. But today we're going to dive into not really a question that I get all the time, but just a topic that I get all the time. And I do my best not to get too irritated about it. But I don't know. It's one of the things, like I stand on my soapbox and I scream at the top of my lungs about this stuff all the time, just from an educational standpoint. But I feel like people really just not listening. Come on, guys. What are you doing? Pay attention. All right. I'm trying to help you. And that is, do I really need a license to carry? Right. Especially if my state has constitutional carry or permitless carry or anything like that. So today we're going to break down both sides. The advantages, the disadvantages, and pretty much why you should still want to get a permitless, why you still want to get a license to carry anyway. We also going to talk about purchasing a firearm. We've covered this topic before, but I want to touch on it again just to give everybody something to go back and look at and kind of make sure you understand the criteria on which you should purchase a firearm. Okay. So first topic, like I said, do I need a license? The easy answer is, because what happened, let me set up the scenario for you guys. Typically, somebody might ask me when my next class, and I teach approximately like 8 different classes. So when people ask me, when's your next class, I always ask, well, which class you looking for? What class you want to do? And some people say, well, I don't want a license, I just want to shoot better. Okay, well, I can teach that. Or some people might say, oh, when your next license class? And then I'll give them the date. And it never fails that some bystander or somebody else, maybe a friend or relative or something like that, will come in looking goofy, and they'll be like, but you don't even need a license. They changed the law. And it irritates me because it almost makes it seem like I'm just trying to money grab, like I'm trying to get money from you for nothing. Even though I'm the same guy who just 2 months ago did license to carry for free. But the truth of the matter is that statement is incomplete, right? So they did change the law. They changed the law in September of 2021, saying that you're no longer required to have a license in order to carry a firearm. Now, what that means is all you have to do is be 18 or older. You can't have committed a crime. It's like as long as you're able to buy a gun, you can carry it. Basically, that's what they said. Now, the only problem that I have with that is essentially you still governed by the laws of anybody who has a license to carry. But where do you learn those laws? Where do you get that information of what you can and can't do when you're carrying a firearm? Well, that information is in the license to carry class. Like you literally need to go to the license to carry class to get the information that you need to not get yourself in trouble. So it's kind of oxymoronic like that. Like I think a lot of times you setting yourself up for failure if you choose not to, right? If you have a gun and you carry it or you keep it in your car or just whatever you do. I think if you own a gun, period, get the license to carry. Why not? Like, for what? But these are my personal opinions. But we're going to talk about some of the pros and cons, right? So first, let's talk about let's make a case for having no license, right? If your state allows permitless carry, like Texas, like I'm here in Texas, so for all my Texas people who be like, you don't even need it. Yeah, you could definitely exercise your Second Amendment right without, I guess, having to ask for extra permission. And that I think that's appealing to a lot of people because they feel like, oh, I don't have to go get information. But outside of that, there's no real benefit to not having it, right? You don't have to take a class. You don't have to go sit in a 4 to 5 hour class. You don't have to go get your fingerprints. You don't have to pay any application fees or anything like that. You just need to know the law and you're good to go. I guess some people who want to stay off the grid or something like that don't want to have that footprint. Maybe like for them, they prefer the privacy.Maybe they don't want to be like in a database of permit holders or something like that, which is crazy because if you're watching this right now, that means you got a Facebook and you already on somebody's database. But hey, whatever. To each their own. And I guess you can carry immediately. You don't have to wait a couple. Actually, the state been getting them licenses out in like 2 weeks. They've been getting them back fast, but you ain't gotta wait, right? You get your gun, you start carrying it immediately. So I can understand that 100%. But I had somebody tell me, what did they tell me? I don't want to misquote them. I'm going to paraphrase it the best I can. I had somebody tell me one day, they said, well, if I take the class, then I have knowledge of it. And now I could get in more trouble if I do something because I took the class and I should have known better. That's not smart. Like that's actually quite the opposite. If you don't take the class and you don't know better, like ignorance is not a defense of the law, is what they say, right? So basically, just because you didn't know you was breaking the law doesn't mean you're not expected to know it. And that's pretty much in anything, not just firearms. Like you have to know the laws, and if you don't know that you're breaking the law, if you get prosecuted, you're still prosecuted whether you knew that you were breaking the law or not. So not having the information does not make you safer or exempt from prosecution. Your ass still in trouble. Like that's the way that go. So, but outside of that, like outside of maybe staying out off the grid, maybe I don't really see excuse me, guys. I don't really see any benefits to not having a license to carry. And I've asked several people, well, what can you name me like 3 benefits of not getting a license? And they never can. They never can. They just be like, I don't have to take a class. I think I think the idea of being in class like blows people's minds, but I think if you saw what the inside of the class looked like, it's literally just like, hey y'all, let's have a conversation. It's really no different than this. Like, let's have a conversation. And then I'm gonna talk to you, I'm gonna explain different laws, because it is a lot of legal jargon and stuff like that. Stuff that they say stuff in legal terms that don't make sense. So I pretty much translate what that means. But other than that, and we take plenty breaks. Like, we probably take a break about every 50 minutes, because let me go stretch my legs. Let me go hit my vape, stuff like that. I ain't trying to sit up there and be clicking off the PowerPoint all day. But so some of the benefits to having a license to carry, number one, I can carry in more places, right? It gives me a lot of flexibility. Excuse me. Even in a constitutional carry state, if you have a license, it gives you a whole lot of flexibility. It allows you a lot of, I think without a license, you're more restricted. I think it's a fact. If you choose to carry permitlessly, you are more restricted carrying than somebody who has a license. So like I'm licensed. So for those of you out here that are unlicensed, understand that I can carry in more places than you can. I have less restrictions than you do. Reciprocity is a big one for me. My Texas license gives me reciprocity in 37 other states. So there are certain states that I can't take a firearm with me that I wish I could. California being one of them, which would be tough because California got a lot of crazy gun laws. Not just me being not honoring my Texas license to carry, but they also have a 10-round magazine capacity, like a cap. So if your gun holds more than 10 rounds, it's an illegal gun, which that would make me, outside of my revolver, which I only have one revolver, outside of my revolver, my guns cannot go to California. They are not what they call California compliant. So that's the thing too. Like, that's just one of the things that I have to pay attention to as far as that goes as well. But the reciprocity, which means another state will honor my Texas state license. So I can leave the state. Those of you who want to carry without a permit, that ability to carry your gun without getting a license, that privilege, that right rather, it ends when you cross state lines. So if you go into Louisiana, you're no longer have that right. You go into New Mexico, you go into Oklahoma, these type of things. And if you fly different places, right, depending on where you're flying, you should be checking the laws of where you flying to, checking the gun laws. Absolutely, you need to know the gun laws so that you don't get yourself, potential felony in another state. That's crazy. But it's stuff like that, right? It's stuff like that I be wanting people to not run the risk of getting themselves in trouble. Like, I get phone calls all the time, man. My buddies call me, they did this and they had a gun with them and now they in trouble, or they did this and they caught an unlawful carry, and they be like, Train, what do I do? And I'm like, ain't nothing you can do. Well, I didn't know. I keep trying to tell you, bro. And now go get you a good attorney. Oh, you're not getting that gun back. You're gonna miss me with that. Like, it's a setup, man. There's part of it that's a setup. Get your ducks in a row. And I be trying to help us, my skin folk, I'm trying to help us keep our ducks in a row so that we don't get ourselves in these type of issues or have these type of troubles and stuff like that. There's what is there? Traffic stops. That's another one. Like, I think it makes traffic stops easier. I think me carrying a license every day definitely makes traffic stops easier for me. And I'm a big ass dude, right? Like, I'm I happen to be smart, so I'm a shitty cop's worst nightmare, you know. But when all my ducks in a row, you know, when they pulled me over and I got all my information, and I have guns on me or in the car, and I say, well, hey, you know, I have a license to carry. I think a lot of times that allows them to see who they're dealing with. And what does it say about somebody who, although I didn't have to get a license to carry, right, I have one anyway, right? I still find value in it anyway. What does that tell the police that's stopping me because I was speeding, or that's stopping me because I did a rolling stop or something like that, right? So I think those are some of the things that we got to pay attention to and basically be mindful of, because these are things that can potentially keep us out of jail, right? Another one, it can speed up the firearm purchase, right? Your license to carry can serve as your background check. So whenever you fill out the form when you're buying a new gun, that 4473, you hand them your license to carry, and they can bypass the background check part of it because your background check's already been ran by the state. If you guys have ever been on delay, and what that, for those of you who don't know, what that means is you go in, let's say you're saving up your money, right? You saw this gun you want to buy. It's let's say it's $900. And you saved up your money, you've been saving for a couple months. Let's say you've been putting up like $300 a month for this gun. And you've been saving up the money, and now you finally got enough money, so you finna go to the gun store and buy that gun you've been looking at. And you walk in the store, money burning a hole in your pocket. Boy, you can't wait. You walk up to the counter, you say, give me that one, right? You point right to it. You hold it, you play with all the things, right? They hand you a little tablet, tell you to fill out your 4473. You put in all your information. You know, no, I don't do drugs. No, I'm not a felon. Yada, yada, yada. You hand them back your 4473, and now it's time to pay, right? They get the tablet back. They get behind the computer. They hit that button to do your background check. And then the NICS background check says, hey, you have to come. We need more time to process it. So you need to come back in 3 to 5 business days. Don't let it be on like a Thursday. You can't come back till like damn near Thursday the next week. I mean, you just set yourself back a whole week. So it be stuff like that too. Like now you gotta sit back and wait, and you just like you on hold for this gun. They're not saying you can't buy it. You just gotta wait before you can buy it. And now, you know, let's say you had something playing that weekend, right? Like you had a range day or something like that playing, and now you got all that planned and you ain't got your new gun. That happened to me one time, I promise you. My last name is Smith, so that happened to me one time. And after that happened to me all them years ago, I said, oh, no, I'm going to get my license. This will never happen to me again. I don't play that. Driving through a school zone, right? Gun-free zones. I want you guys to understand, like those of you who don't know, if you're driving through a school zone with a gun in your car, you are committing a crime. If you don't have a license. If you don't have a license to carry and you drive through a school zone, you are committing a crime. Now, me, with a license to carry, I can walk right up to the door of the school. Now, I can't go in that thing, but I can walk right up to the door because I have with my gun on me, because I have a license to carry. But it's little things like that you have to understand, right? You have to understand where you are and where you're not. Also understanding the signs, right? Understanding the signage. What are 30-05s? What's a 30-06? What's a 30-7? Right? Like you need to know these things because this is the only way you're gonna not stay out of jail and keep your belongings. What else? What else? I think that's enough. That might be enough of just of the benefits. I think as an instructor, I've also seen that a lot of students who take the license to carry, they walk away with a much better understanding of, the laws, self-defense, how the legal use of force, what self-defense really needs to look like, understanding nonviolent dispute resolution. Yeah, I think that helps with that. I think that helps with that a lot. Just understanding how that goes and what that means and the ramifications of the misuse of a firearm. Right? You got to understand what can go wrong, and I think a lot of people don't understand that. So for me, it's weird. I honestly was thinking about doing a what do you call it? Like a permitless carry class. Like for the people who just like, hey, look, I don't want to get a license, but I want to carry my gun. All right, because I don't need a license. I was thinking about doing a class just for y'all. It'd be cheap. It'd be cheap because I ain't gotta take you to the range. You ain't gotta shoot. So I'm thinking about doing that. Just like, okay, you want to know the laws that are associated with carrying a gun? Here you go. Here's a little class just to try to help you not go to jail. But that's some of the biggest things, man. I feel like I'm missing something else, man. Something I could have touched on. Talked about bypassing. Talked about legal notice. Yep. Having a license can often reduce the risk of being charged if there's any confusion about carry legality in particular settings. That's another thing too. They give you like a grace. Like if you accidentally like go into a place that you're not supposed to have your gun, if you got a license to carry, they'll just be like, oh, it's all good. Just let's just go over here. Like versus somebody who doesn't have a license to carry, they gonna treat you like you a fucking suicide bomber. That reciprocity is a big one. I'm just going over my notes here, guys. I got notes for this segment. Like I said, I knew it was going to be a short one. I just wanted to touch on some things, make sure you guys understood why this is important. Many other states do not recognize permitless carry. Yeah, no duh. But yeah, so I mean that's it, man. You guys, you choose to do what you want to do. If you guys are interested, I do have a license to carry class coming up on the 25th. You can head over to either the Lion Pride page or to the website and get signed up for that, lionprideft.com. But I think that's something that you guys absolutely need to be mindful of. If you own a gun, there's no reason not to have a license to carry. All right, there are too many benefits to having one, and there are absolutely no benefits. I'm sorry, I'm not going to say there's no benefits because I just read the ones, right? The benefits are minimal, all right? So that's something I think you guys need to pay attention to, all right? As usual, you guys can call, inbox, text. I'd rather inbox or call. I think those are my favorite. Inbox or text me or call me. But yeah, if you got questions or things like that, I will help you out the best I can. This is what I do, and I love what I do. I'm here for you guys. Next, let's switch gears real quick for my new people. I teach a lot of basic. I teach a lot of basic pistol because I think that the basic pistol is probably one of the most important classes that somebody could take because it teaches gun safety, it teaches marksmanship, it teaches you. The main focus is safety, just understanding what to do, how a firearm works, teaches you how to clean it, things like that. And I think that's important. And I think it never hurts to go back to the fundamentals, learn those fundamentals and stuff like that. With that being said, a lot of people, another thing that people ask me a lot, and I actually just had somebody ask me this yesterday, either yesterday or the day before. I had a young lady call me and she said, well, hey, do I need to buy a gun before I come and train with you? And I was like, no. Here's the thing, gun sales are final, right? If you, let's say you go and you buy a gun and you're happy you have a gun, and let's say it's 2-3 months before you get around to actually going to the range and shooting it. And you get it to the range, you put the bullets in it, load it up, right? Get out there and then you shoot it. And after you shoot it, you realize, I hate it. I do not like this gun. This gun is stupid. It's too small, it's too big, it's too heavy, it's too light. It's too much recoil. Too much recoil is kick. So it's too much kick, just whatever the situation is, right? Well, what do you do with that gun now? Because you can't take it back to the store and say, I don't like this one. I'm gonna bring it back, right? So with that being said, I think there's if you can like rent guns and try guns out, if you could take a class that has rentals, like an opportunity for gun rentals there, just to do your training, I say do that, especially if you're doing a basic class, right? Don't buy a gun just to do a basic class, because you might not buy the right gun. I actually teach you how to buy a gun in my basic pistol class. That's part of the class. Hey, here's how to buy a gun. Everybody pull out your pen and pad. So the first thing I tell people to do is go window shopping. Go window shopping. Go to your favorite gun stores. Go to Cabela's. Go to Bass Pro. Go to Academy. I be hating on Dick's, but I don't like them. But go to Dick's. Every place that got firearms, right? Go check them out. Go window shopping. Go try them on. Go put them in your hands. See how they feel, right? See if you can work the action. If you can work the action, cool. If they let you dry fire it, ask them to let you dry fire it. Press the trigger. See how you like the trigger, right? So these are the type of things but some of this you have to have some prior shooting knowledge for, though. Don't just go buy a gun and you ain't never shot before. If you ain't never shot before and you're interested in buying a firearm, come see me, right? Come see me or some of the other instructors. I've had other instructors on here, but go see one of us. Learn to shoot first. That way you know what you like and what you don't like, right? You don't know what you like or the feeling of this gun versus that gun, right? Like you got to get the feel for it. So like I say, right there in the store, work the action. If they let you dry fire, if they let you pull the trigger, see how you like that. Make a list. I mean, we all got cell phones and stuff like that now. You could ask Siri to make a note, right? Make note of the make, model, barrel length, and the caliber, right? You want to know these things. You want to make sure, because these guns come in different, like even the normal ones, they come in different that's crazy. No, you didn't. I'm sorry, guys. My headphones just went out. But even, excuse me, even like somebody might have an M&P, right? But then somebody else might have a different version of M&P, and they both might be 9mm, but one might be a 4.4 1/4 barrel, whereas the other one's a 5-inch barrel. These little details matter. So you want to know what guns you have and what details come with that. That is super, super important. So make those notes, right? And I say through your window shopping, get yourself about a good 6 different guns, right? But ask yourself first, before you even go window shopping, ask yourself, what is the purpose of this gun? Think of it like shoes, right? If you going shoe shopping, what are the purpose for these shoes, right? Are you going do school? Are you going to do school shopping for basketball practice, or are these for, church on Sunday, right? 2 totally different shoes that serve 2 totally different purposes. So it's kind of like that. Is this gun for concealed carry? Because now you're looking for something smaller. Or is this gun for duty? Is this a duty? Are you a security guard? Or is this gun for, training or home defense? Or what is this gun for? So that's kind of what you need to ask yourself first. But after you do that, go window shopping. Do all the things, right? Test it out. From there, if I'm being honest, I would go to YouTube. I would go to YouTube and look up reviews on all 6 of those guns. Look up reviews, see what people saying about it. See who likes it, and watch multiple reviews, not just one, right? See what people say about it, see what they like about it, see what they don't like about it. If everybody likes this gun, go find the one person that don't, right? Go find somebody who hates it and see why. Because one of those might be the reason that one of those might be an experience that you have too. And you got to remember that you're buying a tool that is to save your life. You don't want to chance that. This ain't something that I need a tool that saves my life. I need it to work. I need it to work properly every single time. And I need to know everything about it. I need to know what could happen, what might happen, what kind of happens, what sometimes happens. I need to know all the things. So definitely pay attention to that too. But through your YouTube research, kind of start Xing some of those 6 out. Get yourself down to 3. You should knock about half of that list off by those. Once you knock down to about 3, I would say go to a couple different ranges, right? Typically your indoor ranges will rent guns, right? Go to indoor ranges and see if they have those guns. Hell, call before you go out there. Call different indoor ranges and say, hey, do you have this specific gun and model in this caliber? And if they say, yeah, we got that, go in, rent the guns, right? Because it's cheaper that way. It's cheaper to go spend 30, 40, maybe even $50 to rent a gun and see if you like it than to spend $500, $600, $700 to take it home just to realize you don't like it, right? So that's one of the things that you definitely want to do. So after you go rent those last 3 guns, kind of understand where you are from there after you take some shots with those 3 guns. From there, you narrow it down to the one you want to pick, or maybe even the 2. So think about that before you just go out there. Like so many people just go out and blindly buy a gun. Think about the make and model, reputation of the company, right? Reputation of the manufacturer. That's important. That's so important. I did a self-defense class Tuesday with a lady. She was super nice, and as she's talking to me, she was like, "Yep, and this, and I got my Sky SCCY." For those of you who don't know. And when she said it, I pray that my face did not match what I was thinking in my head, because that is possibly one of the worst guns, right? Like just for reliability, they tend to jam. And what happens is I find a lot of ladies going by them because they're small. They're small, and they come in like different colors, right? So they come in all the colors. Purple and pink and teal and cyan and all just so many different colors. So ladies think, oh, it's small, it won't kick so much. Oh, look, it's purple, it'll match my Boreats. I don't know, it'll match my eyeshadow. So stuff like that, like that's the stuff that you don't want to do. It's just not a good brand. It's not a brand that I would trust my life to. They have some quality issues and some performance issues. So I would say stay away from the Skies and the High Points. I don't love Taurus. I don't love like the Taurus G series, but I think for as far as budget goes, if you're more on a budget, I think you get a lot of bang for your buck out of the Taurus, but I wouldn't make that my forever gun. That wouldn't make it my everyday carry forever. I would always still be looking to upgrade that. if that was my carry gun. But yeah, I think that's my list. Call and talk to knowledgeable shooters, right? And real shooters too, not just your uncle or your boyfriend. Your boyfriend just gonna tell you go get a 380. He gonna say, "Oh, all you need is a little 380 or something." I don't give ladies 380s personally. I think 380s are, I mean, not too small, but too slow. Right? At the very minimum, I'd give you a 9mm. But I got more respect than to just make you go get a 380. Plus, 380 ammo too high. I mean, why would I make you do a 380 and I want you to train? And you ain't gonna train with 380 ammo. That shit high. So yeah, 9mm. That's just that's a personal opinion, by the way. I know, so a 380 will still put a hole in the mug, okay? And if that's what you got, hey, that's what you got. I ain't mad at you. It's just that's 380 is too expensive. The ammo of 380 is too expensive. I think I touched on everything I wanted to today, guys. We coming up on the 40-minute mark. Like I said today, we're gonna be short, but I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys still supporting. I appreciate you supporting Galveston County Podcast. I appreciate you supporting Lion Pride Firearm Training. All my contact information is right over there at the page. So you go to the page, you go to the website, you can go to Google, right? And you can reach me. You guys let me know if you need anything from me. Give me a call. You need ideas, you want to ask my thoughts on a particular gun you want to buy, call me. Okay. My next class that I'm teaching is License to Carry, October 25th. Starts at 9 a.m. This is not a class that teaches you how to shoot. You got to know how to shoot when you get there. Okay. You ain't got to know how to shoot good, but you got to know how to shoot. You got to know how to load your gun. You got to know how to unload your gun. You got to know how to aim. You got to know how to fire. So, and you gotta know the safety rules. You gotta know how to be safe with a gun. Because if you make safety mistakes, if you make too many, I'm gonna start screaming at you. And I usually don't scream, not out there at least. But that's what I got next. I know next month I'm doing a bunch of stuff. I'm doing a bunch of stuff with the USCCA. I'm also doing a real estate agent safety course where my real estate agents, they can get 2 continued education credits if they want to attend that. So we're gonna do a lunch and learn. I believe that's a Wednesday, November. Actually, I got it right up here. November 12th, 11 to 1, and I believe that's gonna be in League City. They haven't sent me the address. I need to get that address from them. But yeah, I'm doing that next month. That is open to all my real estate agents who follow us. So yeah, please do that. Is that all? I think that is all. Be on the lookout. I got some stuff coming for like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We're gonna do a bunch of e-learning type stuff that you guys can get a hold of. But I think that's it for me, man. I ain't got much to talk about today. All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. I want you to have a wonderful weekend. All right, and don't you ever forget, don't fear the lion in the field. Be the lion in the field. I'm signing out.
I'ma show you how to handle it. Pay attention, gotta grip it just right. I'ma show you how to handle it. You know how to squeeze it by the end of the night. I'ma show you how to handle it. You gotta know how to protect your life. You get it in your hands, you can take control. Take control. I'ma show you how to handle it. Pay attention, gotta grip it just right. I'ma show you how to handle it. You know how to squeeze it by the end of the night. I'ma show you how to handle it. You gotta know how to protect your life. You get it in your hands, you can take control. Take control. I'ma show you how to handle it. Pay attention, gotta grip it just right. I'ma show you how to handle it. show you how to handle it. You gotta know how to protect your life. You get it in your hands, you can take control. Take control.